Now, what advice would you have for the people who have been certified? And you say, look, now you've been certified, you're out doing this coaching, you're using this process. Here are some of the things to do and maybe some of the traps to watch out for.
Watch out about your ego and thinking that they got better because of you.
By the way, to me, that's the biggest problem of every coach I've ever trained, including myself, the ego of the coach. We want people to get better, so we look in the mirror and feel good about ourselves. Me, 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 me.
I'll share with you a story. We did the first mini survey with the senior vice president that I was working with, and I get a text from him just before I get on an airplane, and he said, I just met with my boss, and I want to share with you what happened. I said, well, I'm on a plane. As soon as I land, I'll call you. So I land, and he said it went really well. I shared with him the results of my mini survey, and he said that he was really pleased with me as a coach and that I was doing a great job. And I said, well, that's a nice compliment. Let me be clear. You've done the heavy lifting. All I've done is facilitate a process. And he said to me, you're damn right I did the heavy lifting.
And it's true.
It's true.
Well, the other thing you always say, and I totally agree with, is with my clients, the people I coach, what is the cost of them hiring me? The cost is their time. I mean, I'm the coach of Ian Reed, the CEO of Pfizer, the world's largest drug company, Jim Kim, president of World Bank. I've worked with the CEO of Walmart and all these people. What's the cost? The cost is their time. I'm not there to waste their time. To me, many coaches get paid on bad measures. How much time do you spend? Terrible measure. And then does the client like the coach? A terrible measure. Well, I don't get paid because they love me, although most of them like me. That's not what I get paid for. And I don't get paid for spending time. I get paid for results. And the less time we spend to get those results, the better it is for everybody. So I love your focus on clarity, prioritization. Don't waste time and don't make it about ego.
You know, I think of one I interviewed for the head of biologistics for a major pharma. And he had interviewed 7 or 8 coaches, I guess, and I was the last one. So I fly to meet him, and we go out to lunch, and we're back in his office, and he says something, and I made a suggestion, and he said, well, I'm uncomfortable doing that. And I said, and? He said, well, I'm uncomfortable doing that. And I said, and? He said, well, I don't want to do it. And I said, well, let's establish a ground rule. You're interviewing for coaches. If you're looking for a coach that's going to keep you comfortable for the next year, you can eliminate me now. My job is to pull and to push to help you get to where you said you want to go, not me. The next day I get a call from the HR department, and the woman says to me, well, I met with Eric this morning, and he walks into my office and he says, that guy Coffey makes me uncomfortable. So she said, I thought he was going to eliminate you right away. And he said, I think that's who I need to work with. And I said to her, can I tell him you told me that? She said, sure. And when I got on the phone with him, I said, you know, I was told this. And he said, you know, I asked you if you skied, and you said yes, and you were a downhiller, and I did cross country. I asked if you played a musical instrument, and you didn't, and we had nothing in common. Nothing. And I'd already settled on a couple of other coaches. And he said, what dawned on me was, I think I could manipulate those other 2 coaches. And you were clear that you were going to pull and push to help me get to where I said I wanted to get. And I said, well, that's my job as a coach. You know, you're going to pick a couple things, you're going to engage stakeholders, you're going to have to follow up with them. And I love the thing that we've added in the last few years, which is the daily sheet, which is a magic move. You know, they put down, did I defer to somebody's point of view today? Did I build off of somebody else's idea?
Keep it in their head.
You know, and the whole use of active verbs versus passive verbs. Did I do my best to be happy today? Did I defer to somebody's point of view? That's active versus, was I happy today? That being predicated on, did somebody else make me happy?
Exactly.
So it's such a strong process. And back to one of your original questions is, I just feel, and I think I speak for Frank Wagner, we get better teaching this because we share these stories with people. We help external coaches, internal coaches, and we've watched where internal coaches can be just as effective as external coaches.
And we have research to back that up.
Yes, we do.
A lot of research. Well, final thing I'd like to say is it's my honor to work with you. People send me notes all the time about Stakeholder Centered Coaching and say the coaching process has been fantastic. They love it. They've learned a lot. I've almost gotten zero negative feedback from anybody. So I think you guys have done a fantastic job. I'm honored to work with you. So thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you, Marshall, for everything.
Thank you.